are you there? Are you that detective I've heard about?
いいえ、捜査官ではないわ。
Oh, drat! You look just like the person that Mayor Avery had described. I was sure you were the one investigating that missing persons case. I haven't been able to find any of the local police force. The louts? I don't want to start a panic, but, well, we may have a murder on our hands and we need an outside set of eyes.
犯罪はどこで起きたの？
At the Cliff's Edge Hotel, just north of the town. Will you help us? There may still be a murderer at large.
犠牲者は誰？
Well, we want to keep this out of the tabloids, but it's Ezra Parker, the financier of the hotel. Will you help us solve this heinous crime?
雇い主って誰？
I shouldn't say out here in the open, but my employers are quite wealthy, as are the other patrons of the hotel. Please, you must help us. Every moment we wait, our residents are at risk.
Oh,
yes. Well, I suppose I do have a bit of petty cash on me that I could provide for your time.
OK 助けましょう
Oh, thank goodness. Shall I guide you to the Cliff's Edge Hotel now?
ええ、行きましょう
Let's be off then.
Greetings! Welcome to Vault 118, your home away from home, underground.
そうよ
Thank goodness. Let me just open the door for you. Well, it's about time the police sent someone out to investigate. We have many important residents and they're very worried.
任せて真相を解明しましょう
What the hell do you think you're doing? This is a crime scene.
Do you not see the glory of the thing? The artistry.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Excuse me?
Ezra, you have outdone yourself. This is your finest work. There is more emotion in his death than most have had in their entire lives.
Our friend is dead, Mr. Avita. Have you no respect?
I'm just saying that at least he had the decency to make a spectacle of it. There is nothing worse
Please,
than
if I may.
That's
if
what
I
this
could
is
just
to you?
have your attention.
You're sick.
I'm sorry for shouting. But the detective has arrived. I shall begin the investigation henceforth.
住人たちはロボットなの
Not robots, detective. Well, not exactly, anyway. I believe the term they use is robo-brain. Back before the war, the residents decided the best way to wait it out was to put their brains inside robotic chassis.
被害者のことを教えてほしい
Mr. Ezra Parker was the primary owner and financier for the hotel. He had vast experience managing venture projects around the world. It was his idea to have our premier clients become investors in the vault section of the hotel. He worked with Vault Tech to have this built to their every specification.
脳のケースが壊されたようねこれは血ビンゴね野球のバットこんなものがなぜここに
Hello again, detective. Was there anything else?
凶器を見つけたわ
Oh no. That's the bat from Mr. McKinney's movie. You don't think he could be involved, do you? I can't imagine him ever doing such a thing.
We can be in Buenos Aires by tomorrow.
Oh, I want to believe you, I do, but they'll never let us go.
Then we'll make our stand here. I've got a gun for each of us.
No. The line is, then we'll make our stand here. Two lovers together with a bullet for each of them.
Oh, God. Why can't I ever get that line? Forget it. I can't do this right now.
Fine. I'm going to the beach. Well, now, if it isn't the brave detective. I haven't seen someone with a body like that in far, far too long.
ワインを1本開けて、それから夕日を一緒に見ない？
Sounds good. That was great, Detective, but we probably shouldn't make a habit of this. Catch you later, Tiger.
Hello, Detective. How can I help? Did you have questions about the case?
犯行現場にあなたのバットがあったわ。その理由を説明してくれる？
What? That makes no sense at all. What motive would I possibly have to kill Ezra?
自分が犯人じゃないことを証明するものはある？
I would never harm Ezra, Detective. I was in love with him, in love with him, in love with him.
なんでもないわ。
Okay. Well.
If it isn't the long arm of the law, tell me, are you a devotee of the arts? Does that cruel muse call you to her entrapping bosom? Come with me. And what about this one? And please be honest, for art without honesty is just politics.
くだらないわね。つまらない話で時間を無駄にしないで。
Got it in one. Truth be told, this is my best-selling piece. I did this series under a pseudonym, of course.
犯行現場を何度も訪れた理由を教えてほしいの。
It's for inspiration, detective. The others do not like to think about it, but even we shall die someday. Like Prometheus' torch, it kindles within me the fire to create as much art as I can with the time that I have.
殺人事件について何か考えは？
The person you should be looking at is Juliana Reed. That Philistine would not know art from her own excrement. She and Ezra had a rather dramatic fight recently. You could hear her banshee screeches all the way across the hotel.
ジュリアナとエズラは何を言い争ってたの？
I don't know. I was painting at the time and I was trying to block it out. Though I bet Gilda probably heard them. Maybe you should check with her.
Hello, Mr. Whiskers. Who's a pretty kitty?
数日前にエズラと大喧嘩したと聞いたけど、そのことを説明してくれる？
Oh, well, it wasn't that big a deal, really. He wanted more money to pay for repairs on the hotel. I wasn't feeling well that day and lashed out a bit at the poor man. I really should have listened to him more.
Hello, David. Did you need something?
ジュリアナとエズラは彼の死体が見つかる数日前に口論していたと聞いたけど、それについて教えて。
Well, I was in my lab at the time, so I didn't hear it. But Juliana has always been rather critical of Mr. Parker. I think she found something in the overseer's office. I wasn't listening when she told me about it. I kind of had my head in my research.
It was fever pitch, Detective. She had apparently gone to the overseer's office to check on the state of things and found it in horrible disrepair. But, and this is where it gets interesting, it sounded like she found something that really set her off. Couldn't hear what, though.
I don't know, really. I try to let her handle all the money stuff. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
最近ジュリアナの振る舞いが変なことに気づいた？
Oh, well, I'm probably just being paranoid, but she's been so much more pleasant lately. I mean, it's been nice, but also a bit unnerving. Most people don't really understand us, but I always appreciated how she can just take charge of a situation. It's what allowed me to focus on my research. I'm worried something has happened to her. She doesn't seem like the same person.
ジュリアナが別人というのはどういう意味？
My wife has always been a very harsh woman, Detective. I don't know who it is in our rooms, but that is not my wife, Detective.
The second wing of the vault is completely stalled. Once the premier area of the vault had been completed, funding seems to have been cut off. My supervisors have informed me that they haven't received payment from Mr. Parker, and Vault-Tec won't pay out of pocket to continue construction. I've repeatedly approached Ezra about the finances, but he keeps telling me that Mrs. Riggs hasn't transferred the funds. However, when I asked her, Juliana said that she had just given Ezra extra for the gold paint in the rooms. I've hired an investigator to look for signs of embezzlement in a few weeks.
真犯人はあなたよ。
That's just silly, Detective. Why would I want to kill Mr. Parker?
自分が犯人じゃないことを証明するものはある？
I'm sick all the time, Detective. I don't have the strength to do such a thing.
But Juliana has always been rather critical of Mr. Parker.
It was fever pitch, Detective. She had apparently gone to the overseer's office to check on the state of things and found it in horrible disrepair.
That's the bat from Mr. McKinney's movie. You don't think he could be involved, do you? I can't imagine him ever doing such a thing.
エズラはあなたの金を横領してた。だから彼を殺してキースをはめたのね。
You were so close, Detective.
It's a shame. I thought I could keep the ruse going a little longer. Oh, well. Had to end eventually, I suppose. This doesn't have to end in more violence, Detective. Just walk away. I'll leave, and you can tell them I escaped.
なぜジュリアナを殺したの？
I hadn't planned on it, but Juliana figured out what I was doing and had to be dealt with swiftly. I thought I could get a bit more money out of this place before making my escape. What's it going to be, Detective? Join me in getting rich? Or die defending some outdated ideal?
もう諦めなさい。あなたの殺人ショーは終わりよ。
Then let us end this.
ヤッホーと表現するのですね。何か面白いものを探しましたか？犯人を見つけたわ。エズラよ。彼がジュリアナを殺して彼女になりすました。そして自分の痕跡を消した。
My word! I never thought Mr. Parker was capable of something like this. What happened when you confronted him?
ロボブレインは食事ができるよね。正義のおかわりをたっぷり食わしてやったわ。
Well, bravo, I suppose. Here you are, Detective. Payment for your services and a bonus for uncovering such a heinous plot. I don't think we could have done it without you.